Hello stunning fans, Michelle here. Today we are making a replacement for one of our past projects. A while back we turned an old dining table into an outdoor cement tabletop, but unfortunately the table suffered a little accident and the top cracked. So we decided to make a farm style replacement from plans we found on Anna White's website. So here we go. First we made our cuts for the legs, and there were a bunch of them. We cut 8 2x4s at 11 3/8 inches, 8 2x4s at 36 5/8 inches, 4 2x4s at 20 inches, 4 1x4s at 32 3/8 inches, and 4 1x4s at 3.5 inches. We also sanded all the pieces as we were going to be sure that they were good and smooth and straight for the project. The 1x4s and the 2x12s that we used for the top of the table were repurposed redwood that we got from the Doring Mandarin farm. So we needed to run them through the planer to remove old paint and to be sure that they were good and straight before we actually started using them to build the table. Next we used the chop saw to cut all the 45-degree angles which we would use to form the X pattern on the table legs. Now for the fun part, assembling the legs. Using one of the 32 5/8 inch 2x4s as a base, we started screwing two 11 3/8 inch angled pieces to a straight centerpiece so that it would form a K shape. Using a square all along the way to be sure that we were making them straight. We repeated this process 3 times, so we ended up with 4 K-shaped structures to use for the legs. Next, we glued and secured 2 of the K structures back to back to form the X pattern for the legs. Then we glued and screwed the 32 3/8 inch 1x4s to the top and the bottom of the X pattern leg pieces. Next, we glued and secured the 4 32 5/8 inch 2x4s that we had cut at an angle to the top and the bottom of each of the X structures. If you like what you see, it would really help us if you would like and subscribe to our channel. For some added height, we added some straight 2x4s on the top and the bottom of each of the X pieces. And then it was time to stain it. Once the boards were all stained and dried, it was time to assemble the table. We started by drilling pocket holes into all the joint areas, and then we placed a spacer board on the floor to elevate a 2x4 that we had cut to 67 inches to attach the 2 X-shaped legs for the table base. We flipped the table over, and then we repeated the process all over again. After that, we drilled pocket holes into all the angled and straight 2x4s that we had pre-cut, ready to assemble them into the base, which would function as decoration and support. Then we screwed them into the table to complete the base. Now for the really fun part, the home stretch. It was time to assemble the tabletop. We used 3 2x12x8s and 2 2x4x8s to make the tabletop, and we attached them with screws. We decided to add a twist of our own to this plan by adding additional support for the tabletop. We added 2x4s approximately every 18 inches on the underside to help support the weight of the boards and people leaning or sitting on the table. Once the table was complete, we added a coat of Vaspar exterior sealer to protect it, And we'll continue to reapply this probably every 1 to 2 years. I love the look of the new table. Let us know what you think in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Have a great day.